All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving our praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash. The bonus unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And you can see the title of this video, man. This economy is putting pressure on everybody. Money is tight. Tensions are high. Anxiety is high. Frustration is high. And people are just ready to give up. Okay? Nothing is affordable. It's hard to manage money. Okay, here in Babylon the Great for most people. Is real. Okay? And this is only just the beginning of the discomfort Americans will feel. All right? There's more. The Most High has more prepared. But just the things that we're experiencing right now is showing you how these people who are settled in their comforts and, having no worries, so to speak, are now having worries, are now losing it. Okay, people have been losing it, but it's getting worse, and it's more apparent. Okay, it's more apparent, man. Pay attention to the people around you. Okay, pay attention to the news. Look at the gas prices. Look at the food prices. It's real everywhere, man. And as the price of living goes up, guess what? The wages are not matching the price of living. Wages doesn't go up. Okay? So people are now starting to ration their food, and they're taking back certain items. They're selling a lot of their merchandise because the price of living is putting hell on everyone. And so I have these videos here pulled up. I just want to try to get through them quickly here. Through Spirit, how about Shema Shai? I'll give my commentary, give my scriptures. But this is real, man. Okay, so the first video that I have is from NBC LA. It says, it's not just gas prices. Everything is more expensive per data. So I want to play this clip here.
Inflation is now at its highest level in nearly 2 years. The recent labor report shows gas prices jumped 21% just last month, and that is the highest monthly increase since 1967. NBC4's Hedy Chang shows us the impact is being felt everywhere, from where we get our food to where we fill up.
He gets his own shopping cart.
Jessica Nguyen and her 5-year-old son are now regulars at the family's Forward Food Pantry in Irvine.
Well, I'm a single mom, and, we only get so much, and I'm in school, so I only get so much, and I have to make do with what I get.
Every 2 weeks, Nguyen can come to get the groceries she needs here for free.
It's a little relief on, our pockets.
Every little bit, she says, helps when you have to choose between money for fuel or food.
What did it cost to fill up your tank?
Like $50, $55. For a full tank, like maybe $60. Okay. But I stop at like 40 just to hang on to like what I have, and, just to manage just right now.
The Consumer Price Index, or CPI, which tracks price changes for everything we buy, like food, gas, travel, and housing, is also the primary indicator for inflation in the U.S.
This month, yes, there was a temporary shock, but it's almost the whole thing is really because of gasoline prices.
The Labor Department releasing new numbers Friday. The CPI showed prices across the board were up 3.3% year over year. And while food prices remained the same, gas prices jumped more than 20% in March, which is impacting everyone's bottom line.
We are serving double the amount of people from a year ago from when our community market opened. Just in the month of March alone, we served nearly 4,500 children and adults just with the community community market. Every day, people are having to make those tough decisions between gas, utility prices, and of course, food on the table for their children.
In Orange, Hetty Chang, NBC4 News.
Yep. So as you saw there, that lady said, that she has to decide on how much gas she had to put within her car to try and save money for pretty much hard times. So people can't even fill up their gas tanks all the way now because it's too high. Most people don't have $60 to put in their tanks to fill it up, bro. That's a lot of money. $40, to put it in the tank. That's a lot of money. Because most Americans are living check to check per the data. It's hard out here, man. So people are starting to cut down on certain things, right? Cut back on certain things, man. Now, moving on here to the next video. Okay. This is from CBS News. It says, record number of Americans carrying credit card debt they can't pay off, report shows. And of course they can't pay it off, man. Do you see this economy? They got the credit card because they can't pay. They need their extra money, man. It's hard out here, okay, for the average American. People like to put on fronts, okay, as if they're doing big or doing good. No, you're not, okay? My job, right, requires me to go into people's personal spaces, okay? Most people's houses I go into are horrible, okay? So bad, I wouldn't let my dog stay there. I'm so serious. I'm there to restore service back into their houses, okay? Because they didn't pay their bill. And I got to go into these people's houses. It's bad, okay? It is so bad for the most part, right? Some people clean up, but it ain't the case all the time. People going through it, man. And so they carrying around credit card debt that they can't pay off. And guess what? Bro, they're not going to pay it off. As long as they can keep getting a card, bro, they ain't going to pay none of that off, bro. That's over with, okay? So I'm going to play a little bit of this video.
A record number of Americans are now carrying credit card debt that they can't pay down. According to a joint report from the think tank, the Century Foundation, and the advocacy group Protect Borrowers, roughly 111 million people were unable to pay off their monthly balances in 2025. That represents half of all Americans who have a credit card and 40% of the population. That's a lot. In total, those cardholders carried more than $1 trillion in debt month to month, the report found. CBS News Money Watch reporter Megan Cirillo joins us now. Megan, it's always great to have you. These findings show that Americans were struggling with monthly credit card bills even before the war with Iran ran up oil and gas prices. Is this something that's going to push it over?
It could be the exogenous shock that pushes these same consumers over the brink. They were already facing higher prices in part because of tariffs. We also saw the expiration of Affordable Care Act subsidies. So some Americans were facing higher healthcare costs, and polling shows that they were doing things like skipping meals and delaying seeking out medical care because they simply couldn't afford it. Now, those same consumers are facing gas prices that are inching close to $4 a barrel. And $4. And that's pain they feel at the pump every single week.
That's something you can't get away from when you have to travel to get to work and such things. So in January, President Trump floated a proposal that would cap credit card interest rates at 10%. How could that help, and where does that stand?
The deadline, which he said at the time was January 20th, has come and gone. And at the time, it wasn't clear how it would be enforced anyway. There's bipartisan legislation that would cap interest rates at 10%, but the president has not officially endorsed it. The research that you cited a moment ago, found that a 10% cap would be saving consumers $368 million a day in interest payments. That's the difference between what they're paying on those balances, with interest rates hovering at around 22%, versus what they'd be saving if interest rates were capped at 10%. Banks are opposed to such a cap. They argue that it would limit.
Hey. They can't pay it. They can't pay it, man. Okay. They can't pay it off. Sorry. And they won't pay it off. It's these comments says Americans living the dream on plastic. It says, dang, people spending like the U.S. government. It says, and our government is carrying debt they can't pay off. Just following the example of our leaders, right? In Babylon, America is in heavy debt. Okay, heavy debt. Okay, look, man, this place is circling the drain. Point blank and period. All right. My next video, it says CBS News, record number of Americans making emergency 401k withdrawals. So that 401k, man, is getting touched now, right? See, there was a time, when people didn't have to touch their 401ks because Babylon was somewhat livable, right? It was somewhat manageable. But now that things are going up, the price of living going up, people have to go into their 401k, which is pretty much like their savings, pretty much right for retirement. And they got to get money from there, man. This is a sign. This should show you that, hey, look, it's real out here in these streets, bro. It's real out here, man. The average American is struggling, okay? They're struggling bad. Here we go.
The rise in energy prices is adding to an already tough financial situation for many people. A record number of Americans are tapping into their retirement savings years ahead of schedule. According to a new report by Vanguard, 6% of people enrolled in the financial services firm's 401k plans made so-called hardship withdrawals. That's up from 5% in 2024 and 2% pre-pandemic. Last year, the median withdrawal was about $1,900. Among the top reasons given: avoiding foreclosure or eviction, paying medical expenses, and paying tuition. Let's bring in CBS News Money Watch reporter Megan Cerullo, who wrote about
this. Right, you saw that? It said number one was avoiding foreclosure or eviction. Rent high, bro. Rent is high for these little cheap apartments, man. But they taxing you out the butt, okay, to live in these crappy apartments, right? This is real, man. So people tapping into their 401k so they can they can at least have another 30 days to try to get their money right and hopefully be able to pay the next rent, right? Hopefully. On a prayer, right? Then you got medical expenses, right? These Americans need their pharmaceuticals, bro. They gotta have that dope, okay? These Americans gotta have that dope, man. They need it, right? They need it bad. So they're going into their 401ks, man. So they can be able to pay off these medical bills. Right? Americans are always sick, Americans are always freaking sick, man. So they need that money to get the medicine, right? Which, if they knew any better, they would turn to herbs, right? They would turn to the herbs, as the Most High said in his word, man, and get themselves together. But the average American don't have that knowledge, okay, of the herbs, right, and the benefits of it. But the main healing, ultimately, comes from the Most High, through Yahushua, right? But the Lord has given us medicines in the form of the herbs, in the form of the food that we eat, right? That's supposed to be. We're supposed to eat our medicine, right? But that's not the case in America. The average diet is a cheeseburger, fried chicken, chips, soda, alcohol, right? That's the average diet, man. So people are all sickly, okay? Coca-Colas just through, right? So they're digging into them 401ks, trying to survive, man, right? They're in survival mode. Next video here, it says rising car repossessions could signal warning sign for the economy. So people getting their car towed, man. They can't make their payments, right? As you can see in each of these videos, they're all dealing with payments. They're all dealing with payments, man. Bro, this is oppression, bro. This is oppression, man. You got to pay for everything, bro. The Most High created this stuff freely, man. The Most High gave us the word freely, bro. And we're being charged for every damn thing that's on it. That's how you know the wicked is in power. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. Let's get that scripture, man. This is how you know the wicked is in power. Computer moving kind of slow. We getting there. Proverbs 29 verse 2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is where we're at. Under the rule of the wicked, right? Who charge you for the things that Heavenly Father created freely. Okay? Freely. Bro, think about water, bro. The earth is covered in water for the most part. Mostly water. Bro, we've been charged for water, bro. Okay? And they're given to you in a damn plastic bottle. Look into that, boy. It's all messed up, man. But it's hard out here, bro. It is hard. Okay? And these Americans, they just can't keep up, right? They just can't keep up, man. Here we go. This is NBC News.
Time is of the essence. In San Diego, Alex Alvarez from Active Recovery Services has located a car that's on his repo list for lack of payment. It's in the parking lot of a shopping center. It takes him less than 5 minutes to hook, lift, and tow the car out of the parking lot, and it's gone, just like that.
It has to be fast. People want to get in the vehicle before we hook it up.
Alex says he takes no pleasure in leaving people without a car, but that's the job he's hired to do.
Well, buying work boots to start work on Monday, and all of a sudden I just started seeing a tow truck.
Ezekiel Rodriguez was driving the car that Alex just picked up. He says it belongs to his girlfriend, and she let him borrow it while she traveled out of the country on a family emergency. Now they have to figure out a way to get it back, and soon.
Because I started at 4 in the morning, and there's no MTS at that time. And Uber right now is very expensive, so.
According to the Federal Reserve, 3.88% of auto loans fell into delinquency in the third quarter of 2025, the highest since March 2010. And the trend continued through the end of the year. And those with the lowest credit scores are being impacted the most. The report shows almost 16% of borrowers with subprime credit are late on their payments. Still, experts say there are some steps you can take to make sure your car doesn't get repossessed.
Changing your car payment from being $600 a month to $450 a month can make it a lot more affordable and a lot easier to pay.
Simon Goodall is the CEO of Caribou, an online auto loan refinance company. He says one way to lower your monthly payments is to refinance.
Because if they bought a car and their credit wasn't great, but they've made a payment consistently, oftentimes their credit scores improved and they might not even know it.
Another option is extending your loan. And he said that doesn't necessarily mean you'll pay more in interest.
If you want an 84-month loan to begin with, so you have a lower required payment, but you want to pay more than the minimum, you'll pay your car off faster. So it's complete flexibility.
He also told us people refinancing at 84 months are saving about $179 a month. If you're already behind on your payments, the first thing to do is to contact your lender. You might be surprised how flexible they are to help you keep your car and keep the loan going. Sergio Flores, NBC News, San Diego, California.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay up.
Bro, it's how crazy that is, bro. They interviewed the tow truck guy, right? Taking the car. Then they interviewed the dude whose car got took. And it wasn't even his car, his girlfriend's car, bro. She finna be mad in a month. Hey, she gonna be mad in a month. Wow. Hey, man. Hey, it's hard out here, bro. It's hard. Oh, this fucked up, bro. This fucked up bad. I'm going to these comments real quick. These comments, it's crazy. Let it all collapse already. We're sick of this BS. Oh, don't worry. It's gonna collapse soon. Okay? This is the build-up to it. All right, this is the build-up. It's gonna collapse. Right? This is what we're heading towards. An economic collapse. It's gonna get worse and worse, right? Next video. It says Americans are crashing out. Cost of living are getting out of hands.
I have spent so much money today. Why is life so expensive?
I can't survive anymore. I need to leave this planet because we can't survive. We just can't.
Why does it seem like everything is at least $100 anymore?
Every fucking day, there's a bill that needs to be paid.
I am about to be a vegetarian. I cannot afford to buy meat.
In seriousness, how are people surviving in this economy right now? Gas prices are through the roof. Food prices are through the roof.
$300 is not lasting anybody a week.
You know what we need to motherfucking do? We need to stop pushing Americans past their fucking breaking point!
I'm fucking stressed out! I'm fucking stressed!
Why the fuck is gas $4.19 a gallon? What the fuck?
Sometimes I can't help but get fucking lucid, mad at all the prices. It's fucking crazy, man.
Keep seeing in the news that our lovely president keeps saying shit's going down. Stuff's going down. The prices are going down. No, the fuck they're not.
People aren't just stressed anymore. They're crashing out.
So just from that, what was that? A minute and 20 seconds? Just from that small clipping, okay? You can see that Americans are losing it, all right? This is all across the country. By little and little, people are just going crazy, man, losing their minds, okay? So these people aren't used to hardship, okay, for the most part, right? Here in Babylon the Great, you pretty much got everything you need. All you need is a little job, maybe a partner with extra income, and you can, get you a little spot, right? A car, car note, whatever, But it's getting hard, man. And even people who got two incomes, is hard, right? And most people are living above their means, But these people are losing it, man. Hey, it ain't getting no better. It ain't getting no better, man. The Lord is plaguing this place. That's what's happening, bro. The Lord is plaguing this place. The economy is terrible, right? And it's only getting worse. It don't get no better. It's only going to get worse, man. And my next clip here, you can go get done watching all these videos as well. My next clip here says, Alabama Trump voter uproar. MAGA's utility bills have now tripled. This video right here is wild. Okay? Just like the other video. So here we go.
Alabama, I got a question for you, honey. How did my power bill go up $117 in 1 month? $117. My power bill went up, increased $117 in 30 days. I need an explanation. It was cold, baby, but it wasn't that cold.
So let's talk about Alabama Power. So my bill has been higher than giraffe ass. And I thought that maybe it was because of my house, trailer house, whatever. But I've been seeing a lot of videos the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks on TikTok about people talking about Alabama power bills and how high it is. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it ain't just me. I got a 90 model double wide. It's got a whole add-on the back of it. So in total, it's like a 7-bed, 3-bath. It's got 2 3-ton package units on it. And then during the middle of June and July, my power bill was like $800, $825 or something like that. So I went up there. I was like, there ain't no way. She was like, oh, yeah, you're burning too many kilowatts. I'm like, yeah, but how much y'all charging per kilowatt? And she would never really give me an answer. So I'm like, all right. So then the next month, I turned the back unit off, made sure we only, wash clothes once a week, something like that, turn the lights off, stuff like that, still the same. It's $760, $780. I'm like, there ain't no damn way. So then I start seeing these videos. I'm like, okay, now everything's starting to add up, make sense. Something ain't right. Because a few years back, I lived in a house that was on Wiregrass Electric. And when I first moved in there, I had it on prepaid, meaning you could call and pay it daily. You pay for that amount for that day, which is like $4 to $6 a day. So, you're looking at $200, maybe $250 a month, which is about right. Which Alabama Power used to be like that years ago, but now they're just straight up gouging people. And, something needs to be done about it. The bad thing is you can't. I've got one option where I live, Alabama Power. If you don't pay it, you ain't got no power.
Why is my bill almost $300 and it's just me here at the house? Y'all need to stop scamming folks. Ain't no way in hell this little house I live in, power bill is almost $300. Y'all need to go to hell.
So MAGAville just got the mess around and find out in their own hometown of Huntsville, Alabama, who voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump because he promised to lower utility bills, groceries, and others. Well, many of them just got a notice from their electric company that their bill will go up by $100 due to a surcharge. And the explanation in this notification was that the $1 million subsidy grant from the federal government has been canceled by, drumroll please. Yes, that's right. Donald Trump has ended the subsidy handout to the electric company to help keep Alabama's poorest residents from paying extra money on their electric bills.
So we have an elderly lady in Birmingham, Alabama, who lives alone. Her power bill ranges from $200 to $250 every single month. She opened her power bill for this past month that she just got. And do you want to know what her power bill was? No changes, no anything. All of you saying, well, something's not right. It's Alabama Power. It's not the people here in Alabama. Let's get that through our heads, okay? We're not making any changes. It's the power company. Her bill tripled to $850. $850 for an elderly, at-home, by herself person. She's on a fixed income. She can't pay her bill. Yet there's a grant out there that Mama K. Ivy got for $250,000 last year. Who's seen that money? Has anybody in Alabama? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you been able to use it? Because it's there for our power bills, for propane, for gas. Does anybody know about that?
What the hell is going on with Alabama Power? My bill has went up around 60% compared to what it used to be.
Alabama Power. Alabama Power. Hope you're listening. And I want you to know that everybody in this state is on to your bullcrap corruption. We are. And let me tell you what people have gotten smart enough to do to catch you. It's gotten so bad that we Alabamians are paying so much for our power bills, $400 to $500 to $700 a month, that what we started doing is we started turning our breakers off. We started turning everything off, and we're keeping up with it. And you're still charging us your outlandish bullshit prices. Something's not right with that. How am I using the same amount of power when everything is being shut off?
And by the only
Meet Steve. With FanDuel Predicts, Steve can take the side he's.
Am I the only one when they?
All right, man. So this is, bro. This is the first 5 minutes of this video. Okay, it's a lot. It's 28 minutes long. But your light bill is $400, $500, $600, bro. Man, you might well go ahead and get you some candles, dog. Just say fuck it, get you some candles, cause you can't keep paying it every month. That's a lot of money for utility, bro. On top of your car note, right? Your house, groceries, your children, your own personal care. Traffic tickets, right? Hey, boy, this economy is shot, man. And these idiots, voted for Trump. Ever since Trump been in office, they've been catching hell, right? These MAGA supporters. Just the other day, I did a video about the MAGA supporters in West Virginia. They on camera crying, okay? They crying on camera, hurt, because they thought Trump was going to come through and save them. Now look at them, on camera crying, complaining, right? This is no joke, man. But it's only the beginning, okay? They boo-hooing about this. Boy, you wait till ain't no food out there, right? When you have access to no medicine. When there's real anarchy in the streets, okay? Seditions. This is going to get real then, right? Talking 7, 15, and 16, man. But this is how it starts, Gas prices, food prices, rent, car getting repoed, credit card debt. I mean, it piles on a person, man. And mentally, it does something to them. Okay, mentally, it drives a person wild. And we know how Esau get. Esau get mad, and he just go unaliving everybody. Wife, children, doesn't matter. He take his own life because he's frustrated, right? All he knows is violence. But yeah, man, this is serious. Okay? This is serious, man. But you Americans, all right, this is only just the beginning for you, okay? This is only just the beginning. The Most High got some for you, America, right? He got some real calamities prepared. Real quick, man, computer's so slow right now. I don't know why it's so slow tonight. Come on, man. Here we go. Proverbs 10 and 24, it says, the fears of the wicked will be fulfilled. The hopes of the godly will be granted. So what these people fear the most, that was going to happen unto them. Okay? especially to you Edomites. Your fear is Babylon falling, this economy crashing, okay? Everything your forefathers fought for come to naught. And it's going to happen. The fears of the wicked will be fulfilled. The Most High got something prepared for the people, man. They crashing out about this. They ain't seen nothing yet. So, hey, I just want to play those clips to show you how bad it is out here in America, man. Everybody catching hell. But hey, it's all part of the Most High plan, bro. It ain't gonna get no better, you know. So I close out with that. I'll praise you. How about Shimon Shai? Shalom.